Hey guys, this is the John Brown Show here, and we're going to be playing Persona 4 Golden here. I believe this game is still relevant, so I'm just making this part 1 to gauge responses here. Anyway, of course, if anyone new to watching my videos, I'm doing all this as a post-commentary type of thing. And for the first parts of a lot of my walkthroughs, I try to keep them short, but at the same time though, I try to not edit them that much so that you guys can see just what it's like to play the game from a normal flow type of thing. But typically after my part 1s, I tend to heavily edit my parts as far as my PC gaming goes. If some of y'all don't like that, then I don't know what to tell you there. But I'm just showing you guys some of the settings I'm picking here. Basically, I have a crappy computer essentially, so maybe in the next part I might show you guys my actual specs if anyone's interested. But anyway, I just set everything to low essentially, and I was experimenting with Persona 4 Golden in the past to try to see if I could get it to record properly, and I just never could before. But this time, this morning, I lucked out. I can even watch the anime cutscenes without them freaking out. And they're not off sync or anything here. I'm just double checking some of these settings, but the biggest thing to note here is that I changed the audio to Japanese here. The reason why I did that is because I am considering on doing a New Game Plus walkthrough myself. Because basically, like during this first part here, during the first playthrough here, I'm not planning on using any guide whatsoever. I might use some of the online features to help me with some of the classroom questions, but basically I am planning on doing a second playthrough of this as being one of my first games I'm doing a New Game Plus videos for. Yeah. But yeah, when I'm doing the New Game Plus video, I'll be doing English voices because I've heard the English voices so many times for this game in the anime that this is my first time hearing the Japanese voice work. And when I first heard Igor's voice in Japanese, I thought my game audio was crashing because this didn't sound how I was so used. He didn't sound like how I was used to him sounding like. But anyway, we're in this nice fancy. I think this is probably my favorite design of the Velvet Room, cause it just seems so fancy and like it's so extravagant, and it feels like it's so. And plus, with the cushions back there of the seats of this limo, it actually does look velvet. Although I don't know why I messed up that pronunciation, but I like to do my post commentary in one take, by the way. But yep, there was his voice. And basically, I was thinking of cutting out this part too, but I'm figuring like, I'll try reacting to this. But yeah, I'm a man with an intriguing destiny. I'm a harem protagonist, which is basically what you, Narukami, and the other Persona protagonists are.
本来は何かの形で契約を果たされた方のみが訪れる部屋。あなたには近くそうした未来が待ち受けているのかもしれません。
There would be no game.
どれ、まずはお名前を伺っておくといたしましょうか。
Now, of course, since I'm on my computer, I'm using keyboard controls, so I was trying to learn how to get around anything with my keyboard because I'm so used to using a controller for these games. But I get by here. Anyway, I'm typing out this guy's canon name, which is Yu Narukami. Or maybe the second A is supposed to be a U. No, that's not second guessing myself. I think that's the right way to spell Narukami. The reason why I'm saying that because like the first half of that remind me of a name of someone I actually know in real life, but oh well. But I think that's the right way of spelling it. Anyways, I decided I was going to actually go roll with this since everyone was speaking Japanese, but I decided, like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm going to name myself John Doe. Now, anyway, there was this popular youth streamer named Ethier, and unfortunately he passed away the other year because of some stuff. Like, I'm not really going to get into that, but that's the reason why I'm going to name my character here John Doe Et. Get rid of that H, me. Anyway, but yeah, like he was actually he was the reason he kind of inspired me to keep on going with my YouTube channel, despite the fact that thanks to the ex-wife and thanks to how this computer was, which was barely functionable at the beginning of the divorce, I was actually gonna give up my YouTube dream of trying to be a YouTuber. But seeing him be a live streamer, and after learning that live streaming don't take up any, like, I don't have to worry about any storage for my live stream videos on my PS4, I decided to try to copy in his footsteps. And when I tried to follow him some more, I learned more about his tragic end, and I'm just like, well, and like, but I still want to keep on pushing on because he did inspire me there. So that's the story behind that. Anyway, personally I don't, but as far as video games go, fortune telling is definitely, I feel like fortune telling is like a kind of lazy, but yet kind of clever way of foreshadowing how your game's gonna play out. Alright, we got a tower. Well, the tower may be in an upright position, but I think everyone's gonna be in a downright position, judging by how the people fall down the tower. I will say though, I do have some experience with tarot cards in the past, but more so my ex's thing. That's the moon. Oh, that was upside down. Like, for some reason I thought it was facing the wrong way. But anyway, represents hesitation, mystery, nice. Well, this game is a murder mystery, so that explains that. I'm not sure about the hesitation part. Maybe when you sees Yusuke busting his balls literally on his bike, and him not helping him, maybe that's the hesitation. But that's like a part or two down the line, though. I just want this to be a year where it'd be a slice of life anime. Okay, for this introduction, like up until I get free movement again with you. By the way, I'm just gonna call John Doe. I might call him you Narukami a lot, or I might just call him you a lot because I really do like the Persona 4 original anime. Like it was like pretty much the best anime out of the 3 different animes for the 3 main Persona games. But anyway, so if I say you, don't be confused. Hey, that rhymed. Anyway, shoot, what was that thing? Ah, well. But yeah, anyway, this cutscene that's about to happen here with Rise being Rise, my computer always, like, one time this cutscene was playing when I didn't change the settings at all, and I'm pretty sure my computer started to crash, or low-key crash where it just started freezing up entirely, and even the audio was froze up. I think I had to like force quit out of there, or like I had to do like a Control-Alt-Delete type of deal. But yeah, thankfully she didn't break my screen. Oh yeah, after this I turned. Oh, that's right. I was saying what I did after this. So when I get control of you again, I'm gonna turn on Auto Advance with the voice text, along with subtitles for the cutscenes here, because I just assumed that if I switch the language over to Japanese, I just assumed they would give me subtitles, just like how if you get like if you import any anime with like any anime DVDs with Japanese language, they still give you like a forced English subtitles. I'm glad. Again, maybe for the people who are really fluent in Japanese, they could at least be happy they don't have to worry about seeing the English language. Not like, even though not like the subtitles are that big. But the one thing I will say though, I do like the idea of riding in a train. Like the only time I've ever ridden a train before was back when I was on the mystery diner, murder mystery type of deal in my city. I forgot where it was, but yeah, it was just like a murder mystery thing where we ate and we just it was like we were there at a murder scene. Anyways, I guess let's see if I come see us. Looking at Jojima's cigarette in his mouth, because let's just face it, we know who he is. Most people watching this will know who he is. But anyways, but yeah, his cigarette is like for any of my smoker viewers out there, if you're holding a cigarette in your mouth and if the cigarette is crooked, does that smoke properly or does that not really matter? I would imagine that Jojima's cigarettes are crunched up because he's a busy detective and all that. If anyone would be like, this is spoilers, you'll learn that within the first half hour. Of this 80 hours at best or at shortest game. I think for raw footage wise, my minutes were about 20 minutes long, and I just trimmed off a minute to cut off me actually exiting the game. But like typically my raw footage for all these edited videos are typically about 2 or like 1 hour to 3 hours long, essentially. And then I just trimmed that down to about 10 minutes worth of content. And that is pretty much what I am planning on doing for the next part, because the next 3 or 4 hours are just mainly tutorials of this game. Like, that is a hard critique that some people get for like the very first impression wise of this game, but once this game opens up though, I probably am still going to do like an hour or 2 worth of raw footage to cipher through, but just know that compared to other playthroughs of this game, that my playthroughs tend to be really heavily edited after the first part. Now some people might say that's not consistent or all that, but I will argue it is, because for an 80-hour JRPG, and it's my first part and my only part where I don't heavily edit it, I will say that it is technically consistent, because a lot more than half of my videos will be heavily edited of any given playthrough. Obviously, if I'm live streaming a game, it's not edited. Like, I am planning on live streaming Persona 5 Royal at some point. Oh yeah, and for dear sweet Marie here, basically, she's part of the Persona 4 Golden expansion. Now, fun fact, I am going to be titling this video as just Persona 4 Part 1, because that's how I have it edited on my editing software. And like, technically I'm not wrong, because Persona 4 Golden is just a lot more Persona 4. And also, since I'm not using any guide to my first playthrough, I am willing to bet that I am somehow going to mess up not getting the extra dungeon in the game, which is what I am aiming for in my first playthrough, but I don't even know how to unlock it. Like, I'm assuming it has something to do with maxing out my confidant with Marie. But if I mess that up on the New Game Plus walkthrough, I will use the actual like walkthrough to look at how to get that dungeon. But since it's pretty much uncertain if I'm going to get it in the first place, this game is pretty much just Persona 4. So yeah, so you guys don't like that specifically, then I might actually name the playlist that I'll be holding this video in as my Persona 4 Golden walkthrough, and I might still just label the videos themselves Persona 4. But hey, it's not about how I title it, it's about how I react. Anyways, I have the audio muted and I'm doing this post commentary as usual, because so that way, cause if I heard these guys talking, like I'd be break out, like my audio would be a lot more awkward, essentially, as I'm trying to wait for a pause from them, even though it's my raw footage, and I can see clearly that there's a lot of talking here, and I really give them very little space here to interject something. For my English-speaking viewers, it should be easier to hear me over the Japanese voices to a degree, because at least you guys can understand what I'm saying. Not so many people I know in high school actually worked, at least as far as I know of. But I do know a handful of my friends that did. In fact, one of my friends, she worked at the zoo apparently, and then I would have never guessed until I saw her when I was on the date with my eventual to be first wife. I guess it's the proper term for it since I'm divorced. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game here. Yep, I'm feeling lightheaded, and we'll never see that gas station attendant again in any major capacity. Wink, wink. Anyways, I just get a chance to walk around this whole just this little piece of area here in the shopping district, and this is me switching over the option for the anime subtitles and the auto advance for the or the auto text or whatever for the voice audio, which is pretty much the main cutscenes. Okay, and I love this music here, Heartbeat Heartbreak. I often play it sometimes when I'm doing my commutes to Amazon back then. There's actually this video called Persona Emotional Music by let me look this up, and I'm beatboxing myself. Persona Emotional Music. Yeah, Emotional Persona Music Mix, study/work, and apparently official by Fandom Collective with 3.6 million views currently 2 years ago. I use that specific video a lot during my commutes, especially when I'm working at Amazon and I have to drive out like an hour away from my city. And nowadays I have a shuttle service for the school bus driving job I'm doing. But that's the topic for another time. I doubt anyone's that interested. Then I'm sure in this any part daily life, like the slice of life game could be, I'm sure some people will be interested at some point, but oh well. Anyway, I'm saving here, and I'm pretty much gonna end the video with me weirdly zooming in with the protagonist and Marie here. I'm pretty sure she's a romanceable option, so maybe this is me foreshadowing myself? I don't know. I might actually try romancing her in the second playthrough, but anyway guys, like, comment, subscribe, and see my videos ending. I'll see you guys in part 2 whenever I get to it. Later.